spirit of Gumshoe.
Oh.
Hey, pal, I'm a fucking ghost.
Hi, Yoshi. Hello. Yes, Eamon is a ghost, unfortunately. That's okay. Hello, how are you doing, Yoshi? Yeah, are Mondays good days for you, or did you just have a bad weekend? A long weekend and Monday is a good day. I get to see critically acclaimed voice actors in court. You're too sweet, Yoshi. I do have bad news for you, unfortunately. Mark, his team was losing very badly, so he got a little drunk, so he will not be voicing the judge today. I'm very sorry. Yosh will be voicing the judge, so a good stand-in, but I hope that doesn't crush your dreams too much. But you're very sweet. I'm glad you enjoy. Glad you enjoy our trials. It is all good. Okay, good. I was hoping that wouldn't hurt too bad.
Hello.
Hey, Yosh.
Chat.
I broke the news to Yoshi that Mark is not voicing the judge, and he's taking it very well, so...
Oh, look, 50 new messages in chat from Yoshi.
But he's very excited.
I try my best.
Very exciting. Well, looks like we're all here, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. I am Kiki or Kirsten, and I normally voice Maya, but who knows if she's still alive at this point, so we'll have to see, I guess.
2 dead characters.
That would be very bad.
Besides the victim.
Hi, I'm Sven, and I normally voice Detective Gumshoe, but he is kind of in the same situation as Maya. We don't know if he's alive at this point.
I'm Sam. I'm Edgeworth, who I think is alive. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't seem to be involved in any major car accidents, at least.
He hasn't been in a car accident yet.
Yet.
Yet?
Yeah.
I don't actually know what that
never know.
means.
No, Edgeworth, don't get on the airplane.
Oh.
Hey, I'm Yosh, and I'll be voicing the judge today. Doing my
Friday.
best Mark impression.
Hi, my name is Kay, and I have not voiced anyone that is, or has not, done bodily harm to any characters of the cast, and you can't prove anything.
It's true. Hi, I'm E-Man. I voice Phoenix due to personal and contractual obligation, and I am excited to be here.
Hey, it's Ree here. I'm voicing Pearl, who's probably currently spiriting it up, so that's pretty fun. Also Oldbag, but she probably should be dead.
She should have been dead 3 rabies ago, but it's okay.
3 rabies ago.
3 rabies ago.
I can confirm that the character I may or may not voice definitely has not killed Oldbag, which is a disgrace, honestly.
Come on.
Yeah,
That
why haven't
rabies
they done
spreads
that
like
yet?
wildfire. Watch out.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Devi, and I'm voicing Samus Ace Attorney. She's alive at the moment, but it's not looking good for her.
Honestly, with her mental state, poor thing, I hope she makes it out alive, but I do not have.
That's what I was going to say. That just sounded a bit too rude.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Hello, I'm Astrid voicing the social evil influencer, Matt on God, who is alive, but his fate is in Iman's hands. Will he be able to save Maya and prove Matt on God guilty? Who knows? We'll find out.
Who knows?
Game knows all.
His body's alive, but his soul's died.
Hi Trevor,
If you
thank
know-
you for the resub. 21 months, what the hell? Thank you so much. Enjoy your lurk.
Yo, that's 9
I
plus
can't
10
even
months.
count
Holy
that
shit.
high.
I was
Sam,
gonna say
just-
something so similar.
Sam, just add 9 plus 10 and you'll get there.
Oh, yep.
It's 21.
Yoshi says that substitutes are great because substitutes led to Russian von Karma, which is one of his favorite moments in recent memory.
Substitutes cut 25% of your
God.
HP.
The
It's
Russian
true,
cold.
they do.
Yes. So I hope. Sven, thank you. Whoop,
Oh
whoop.
wait, it might
Thank
be
you for the
resub time for
resub.
me too. Hold on.
Oh gosh, are we about to get a hype train?
No, I don't even know how to sub.
It's okay, Ree. You're subbed in your
Is
heart.
that
That's all
is that is that a
matters.
Twitch thing or something else?
Oh.
Because knowing you, I feel like
Yo! I feel attacked. I'm still learning Twitch. I don't even have a Twitter because Twitter scares me. Can't figure that one out.
No,
No,
that's
oh,
okay.
stay away.
That's
Stay away.
okay.
Stay away. Stay away.
That is
Now
very
I've got to
bad.
like make stuff over Google Classroom, and that's like Armageddon, and I can't.
If you ever need tech support, I can help Ree. I'm sure Nick can help too, but
Hey, how do I like post this video? I learned how to post a video link where you can see the video into a Powerpoint. Guys,
you learn how to
guys.
embed. Let's go.
Very
Embedding.
impressive. Very impressive.
Pogger's champion.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
I am
That's not.
Pog champ.
No Lotta Heart today. Yeah, I don't believe Lotta's needed. I think she will be in next week. She'll have a bit part next week. But yeah, no Lotta in today's case. Unfortunately.
If need be, we'll
She
just
is
yell really
alive.
loudly. and then-
Yeah, she. As far as we know, Lotta is still alive though. So we'll see.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
Is
We haven't seen her in a minute. Who knows what shenanigans she's been up to? I did not hear Bea, so I had to take.
Why are we losing Why are we losing object permanence this stream? We are assuming that if a character leaves our line of sight, they may be dead.
because the last time a character left our sight for 2 minutes, they got in a car accident, and we can't trust anyone.
True.
Just saying. All right.
Shu has a car.
Yeah, that honestly, he probably
Apparently
borrowed
so.
Edgeworth's and
What?
crashed Edgeworth's
Yeah.
car.
There's no way he can pay to keep that up.
I mean, he probably had a patrol car.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Wait, destroying
Police property.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
That is... It's nothing, Your Honor. I'm normal again.
What's wrong with Edgeworth?
It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
What?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake.
Oh,
It's in red text.
Oh no, not a fake.
Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it?
We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis, however. It appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida.
Mr. Corrida?
well, well. It looks like Miss Impact's never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard.
However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that facts?
Edgeworth did not go to
my-
grammar school,
no.
apparently.
Oh no.
That fact.
And-
No printer.
I
And
don't
so
think-
that
I
facts remain unchanged.
I don't think Edgeworth got a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah, I think so too.
True, true.
What is sleep?
I feel like if the
Acting
that
under the
wasn't there-
assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
If the that wasn't there, it would make more sense as a sentence.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that On Guard had no idea the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it.
I'm
I
scared.
present my evidence, the menu.
One moment.
Say the line, E-Man.
It's no use.
Take.
Take this.
This way, and you?
Something feels wrong, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
Actually, there is something I would like to ask. Mr. Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Corrida's private life.
Oh yeah.
I believe this would mean that he would have known about the note as well.
That's it?
Yes, and so naturally, this means Mr. On Guard would have known that note was a fake.
Order, order. See here, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Jumping in and stealing my Thunderleg, that is simply... I can't even describe it.
Ah, yes, sorry.
I could have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edgeworth to my grandchild had you not. For that, I assign you a penalty, Mr. Wright.
What?
Oh my.
What?
If only I'd kept my mouth shut.
That's incredible.
I can't believe Phoenix and I shared the same what reaction.
Okay, we're gonna go reload that and do the other side now that we've seen what that does. So we don't
Yeah.
get the penalty. Thank you for that note, Yosh. That was very funny. That was absolutely worth it.
You got a genuine what, Adam?
Yeah, that was perfect.
The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has. Oh my! Wow! I just completely butchered the. Let me start over. All right. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Ongar to not have known that it was a fake. Egg. I saw
Egg.
the little the button covered in blood looked like a
It does look
ketchup
like an
covered
egg.
egg.
Great, now I'm
I'm
hungry.
gonna eat that. What is this little item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but
Oh, that's right. A camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ongar knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Ongar would have known that the victim had forged the note.
So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Ongar's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Ongard monitored Mr. Corrida 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ongard didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place?
Burden of proof. I hate the legal system.
Finally,
What,
fucking... God, I just gotta say, I'm fucking glad I took till case 2-4 for Phoenix Wright to finally fire back and say, why don't you prove this statement?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this, after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ongard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual.
Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
You see, we're bringing in another parrot.
I honestly thought that was the actual line. I looked away for a minute.
Honestly, in the game guide that I'm following says, well, if you think the parrot is weird in the last game, this one can be weirder than you think.
Oh no. The witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness?
It's
Yes? Go on. Who is it?
the man himself, Mr. Shelley the killer.
Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait. Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean the assassin?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here? to the witness stand?
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Yes?
is this alright with you?
Do I have a choice here? Can't really do much else to drag this trial out.
The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this.
Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us?
I'm pretty sad Mark isn't here, but there's a lot of good judge moments today.
Now then,
Dang.
witness.
Yeah.
Your name and your, occupation, please.
I knew it. I knew it was...
Maybe I should have stayed on the other microphone, huh? Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here?
Your Honor.
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
You know what's kind of fucked up is the radio kind of looks like him.
Yes, it does.
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller will testify to this court.
So we have him testify. And then...
So this must be what the urgent phone call I got earlier was about.
Oh, no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this really is Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley DeKiller.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
She's alive.
Maya!
A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer.
It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Also, what did that voice say? I didn't quite catch that. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances. So...
Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
Now that we've answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream.
Oh, so now the judge is gonna have bad dreams of, like, the giant version of himself?
No, it'd be a giant version of Phoenix.
You fool! You fool! No! Leave me be!
Shelley the Killer. What is he gonna say?
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. De Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his client and himself thing? Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
The trust between you and your client?
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the De Killer name so that my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yes.
that person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly.
That's enough. Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical, anyway.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
Thanks for the lurk, Dr. C. Knight. Hope you're doing well.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Their rule?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You... Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything.
The judge had better watch himself.
The trust between you and your client?
I think we went over this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is...
I'll just skip to the part that it changes.
I'm sorry, but I was just wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who'd have figured?
Now then, everyone. Do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think. Really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to tell you the information that you seek.
You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent.
What a guy.
Now then,
Sorry, I didn't think about the fact that it had changed. I should have let you read that.
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness? What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
That person's name is... So I missed the whole Samus thing. What?
She's got about like
Next time,
5 different
let's
names.
go home.
We're gonna retire the bit. Let's just do Adrian.
Adrian Andrews.
What?
What?
Us too.
That's not who you told me it was earlier.
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I'd know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews.
What? This can't be. On the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. DeKiller just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Oh, so this is where Edgeworth dies.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back?
Well, sorry guys.
I can't believe it. Sam, no.
Log in.
Oh, I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. DeKiller told him a different name, Matt on guard. Perhaps?
I knew it.
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you are the one who summoned this witness.
You, Shelley DeKiller.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Ungard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Don't say things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pictures taken before disaster.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility that the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. DeKiller's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Ungard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion, and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, Ungard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. DeKiller is lying. And Ungard, my client, I know he's guilty.
Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley DeKiller is clearly lying under oath.
Hmm.
Wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. Our testimony just now is all one big lie.
Miss Andrews.
First, I know it may have been a fake, but man, Matt, he's the reason Madeline died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled in Matt's twisted world. The testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. DeKiller himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, it's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the Nika samurai costume.
That's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impex was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell him. Tell him the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell him. Please. Help me.
Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
Phoenix.
I can't do, Mia. I can't do it. I can't accept a not guilty.
You're a lawyer.
I know. But Matt Onguard is a killer, a murderer.
Not just kills, but murders.
I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than Onguard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Onguard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust.
His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him?
Yes, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor.
There's still more evidence to look at. I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk to you with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about? Usually done?
What shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrew is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew that from the very beginning that Juan Corda was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
This is most unexpected turn of events. For the fifth time now? Or maybe the sixth? However, this time, everything has finally been revealed.
Yep, definitely this time.
Definitely. This is the end.
Just a second, Your Honor.
But everything has been revealed.
Yeah, but we're gonna go for a record here.
Oh, a record in my courtroom? I'm not sure how I feel about this. But yes, Mr. Edgeworth, go on.
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But like I said, you don't need to question testimony like this. It's perfect. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness.
As if I have a choice here.
Uh-huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then.
Then I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore. I don't think I ever understood what's going on, but that's beside the point.
That makes two of us.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time.
Witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes?
How much is your fee?
I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
No. I'm not thinking of hiring.
Mr. White,
Yes?
you want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you?
What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor?
Guilty. Mr. Phoenix White, you are hereby declared guilty.
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not?
I wished Mark was here for this.
I also
Yeah,
wish
he
Mark
would've
was here.
eaten
for
that.
this.
That was my favorite interaction in the entirety of Ace Attorney.
That was
So
so good.
that's so much.
You want to kill me?
You
Guilty!
I guess during our break we just have to get him to redub it.
Yep.
Yeah, there we
Mm.
go. Maybe we could do that for the meme stream.
So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you. I have no intention of using your services. Ever.
Hmm.
Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here?
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No. I'm fine, really.
Hmm. Are you ready now?
I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
What are you gonna do now, Phoenix?
All I can do now is expose the lies.
That's true. However, you'd realize that will be very bad for our client, right?
Ugh, I'm so confused. The one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet.
Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corda had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass?
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Corda had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
Hmm. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would have never left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the exact same thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't that a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Corrida's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, you're going to be in real trouble.
Yeah,
Not me.
I know.
You.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Can't believe he only calls out Edgeworth now when he's bullshitting.
Sorry.
Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive here that there was a contradiction in the testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony considering when the request was taken.
Very well.
Right now, I have to buy us more time.
While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. Oh, I just said that out loud. Good thing I was whispering!
Wonder what distracted ya.
I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items.
Items? What items?
My voice is always on.
So I'm curious, personally, hello, I'm Kay.
Howdy.
You two have never played this, right? You have no idea what's going on right now? You're just kind of reading the lines?
Absolutely.
Yes, I have not played the second game. Me and both.
Where do you think this is going?
Crazy.
I don't know.
We're stalling. We have to stall for the
That's
evidence.
all.
We're literally just bullshitting.
Okay.
This is
No,
just
there
time
is-
wasting right now.
just-
That's it. Just yeah.
You're just bullshitting right out your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The request came to me about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So, you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was that with the brief pause?
Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
Why he meets his client is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That's what I thought. I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face. I see no problems here.
No problem here.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? I don't really see how it could be, but I figured I'd ask.
If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him.
Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Really?
If that's the case. Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought, I can trust this person as a client.
I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time?
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
What?
Shelley the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews.
And why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip-up. About her.
So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman.
Oh!
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that's exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Mr. Miss Adrian and now I'm doing it.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic in this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be oil, Yoshi. Like sweat oil.
I always thought it was chocolate milk.
Is the implication here that the assassin is a robot?
Unfortunately,
Maybe.
unluckily for Mr. De Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. It's like a 50-50 shot.
What is going on? I mean, he did say he did use they them pronouns before. Why didn't he just keep using them?
That's true.
Really the killer. This court demands an explanation.
Would it be believable if I said I was just a misgendering twat? No? That's unfortunate. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
So does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
I know he's just gonna spit out more lies.
Very well. But this time, please, give us the truth. And nothing but the truth.
Would someone really just do that? Get on the witness stand and lie? Yes. Now I remember.
Sorry, I accidentally double skipped.
There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Corda and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
Uh-huh.
So, you took this job through a letter.
That's Cap.
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. Which means he is definitely lying.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this.
As long as he's standing there from across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
You sound like you're about to declare your love for him.
You do.
What? Get out of my head!
Get out of my
I'm
head!
literally a spirit. I go into heads. It's okay.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head.
Get
Now
out my
then.
head, get out my head, get out my head.
Let's begin the cross-examination.
And why could you not meet certain clients?
Because they smelled funny.
Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities?
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I've joined the Times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope?
I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as an email.
Email?
In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down. Oh, why was the bark here?
Yeah. I remember reading that line when I added it to the spreadsheet and thought, Mark is gonna love this.
Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and
Two or three other things?
you have like a grocery list.
Don't you?
Yeah, I just finished mine.
Of course, yes.
And what were these other things?
Oh, you know, cheese, tomatoes, the skulls of my enemies. A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
Hmm.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad.
Phoenix picks up the radio, starts pushing all of the buttons.
Oh, there's a controlled shock button on you. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what's pushing you to continue this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one,
Wait.
Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing?
Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were.
if it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine?
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Corda's suitcase.
And then, what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. One of these was to find the bear figurine and to give it to Adrian Andrews.
Shelley the Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, And this item should not have been inside it.
This item.
I see where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
My god, that's the most Marcas line.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes, yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, my god.
I
So, like,
said there
half
are
the-
a lot
half-
of I said there are
like-
a lot of Mark moments today. I wasn't lying.
You were not joking.
Half the meme stream is gonna be Mark just redubbing
Dubbing
Yeah.
this
line from the case.
Oh my god.
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony.
And no one's gonna burn it for her sake.
If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
Order, order, order. So that's where you two were going.
Oh, by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means?
It means, Your Honor, it was impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
Order, order, order.
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hi.
Hmm?
I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement!
No, that's not.
That's enough! If that is your intention, then there's only one thing for me to do!
Wait, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
No, please, not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
Mm.
What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony? Or is this enough?
Well, we should.
Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll...
The prosecution,
What has come over everyone? Even you are.
prosecution, rest.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? Well, I never thought I'd see that day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then, even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. the Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelly the Killer's client is Edwin Andrews. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
if I end the trial here, right now, then your client, Matt Angard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Angard, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
I can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Angard?
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life?
You'd better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Edwin Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Angard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want. Aren't you?
Right.
I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
Oh no, it took away the save option.
Oh. Why is my menu gone?
Oh no, this is an actual disaster.
I was gonna save right before.
Can we save after saying something?
I was gonna say
yeah,
maybe it'll pop right up.
Suffer.
Fuck, damn it.
Oh man.
Were we supposed to save so we could see both outcomes?
Yes.
What?
we were
No,
supposed to
we
save
can't go any
because this
further.
is where we would end today.
We were gonna leave on a
alright,
cliffhanger because we can't go any further because the next person that shows up is not here.
Yeah.
Simply leave the game running until next Sunday.
Oh my god.
It won't be very hard to get to this point. You have the guide with you, don't you?
Yeah, if worse comes to worse, but I think it might let us save as soon as
Yeah, it will.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna crowdfund this decision. Guilty or not guilty?
Huh?
What?
Guilty or not guilty?
What? Wait,
I don't
Wait,
think
guys.
funding.
Well, or sorry, not crowdfunding, crowdsourcing. I'm sorry, I get those confused all the time. We're crowdsourcing.
I donate $5 towards guilty.
This is like an AGDQ incentive.
Save the Andrews, kill the Andrews.
I got it. Hold on. Bingo. There we go. I started a poll in Twitch chat.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh, hell
Oh
yes.
god! Oh!
I'm surprised
Oh.
that no got more than one vote.
Oh, it's a tie.
It's a perfect tie.
It's a tie. This is
I was
not
voting
helping.
no- I was voting
We've
no
got
in
8
character.
viewers.
Yeah, now both viewers will pick. The two remaining will just pick both options, and we're still at a tie.
Yoshi says he thinks
I
that we
think-
should do not guilty because he would rather have Miss Andrews in jail, and we can reverse that later in theory.
I'm up for that.
Theory.
I think if we do this, we can technically continue. I don't actually know the answer to that question.
According to my guide, it doesn't matter.
Oh
That's-
no,
that's
you're
kind of
absolutely
what I
right. I'm
figured would
looking at the
happen.
So
transcript.
so it's really just for funsies. Like if we want to say not guilty and put
funsies.
for guilty if we want to say not guilty and put Adrian in jail, or if we want to say guilty and kill the fuck Maya.
I want to go with Yoshi's reasoning.
Okay.
You know, either
My
putting
fate is in all of your hands.
Because
Either putting
it does make sense.
Well, the vote's
What are
saying
you
he's
saying?
not guilty, so everybody get out there and vote, because not guilty's winning
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
See how great that works out when you tell people to go vote.
He is.
Don't want someone to
Guilty.
die? Simply get out there and vote.
Yeah, that's my
But
third-party
for
option.
the context here, it's best to pick not guilty because Adrian's just going to jail. She's not dying.
Yeah.
There is that life plus.
We can break her out of jail.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
break that.
Well, as
Yeah,
far as
come
we
on,
know,
fuel
we don't
crash.
actually
we
we
get,
don't
we get
actually
Maya
know.
back, right? Then she could commit some crimes.
Yeah, exactly,
True.
and break her out of jail.
To be fair, we don't actually know if like murder's an automatic death sentence. You know, we don't know. We don't know like what they're sentenced to. So it could be
maybe
that
they maybe they just take a little 5-day slap on the wrist and they let him go. It's
Yeah.
legal
Well,
hellscape.
either way, Either way, I
Possibly.
believe that's what she's already getting, considering she tampered with the crime scene.
Yeah.
true.
True.
And then there's also the fact that Phoenix is closer to Maya, so
What is the conflict of interest?
well, there is that where he'd maybe probably rather save Maya than someone he just met in this case. So there's that.
This is some death game shit. Will you save your friend of many years, or this person you just met? Live or die, you decide.
Is this
no,
gonna be
I'm-
part of the trolley problem?
Oh.
It's the trolley
No,
problem.
it is.
Oh.
Basically what
Trolley
this is.
problem.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Uh,
Trolley problem.
trolley problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and Kiki are doing something about that on Thursday, unless you're busy.
I think I'm free this Thursday. Yeah, I don't have the game yet, but what was
We
it
finished
called again?
Tiny.
Yeah, we finished Aini,
The
so we're
trolley
gonna go back to Kay and Kiki, and we're playing what is it called?
It's literally
Oh,
called
it's
the
literally
trolley
called the
problem.
Trolley Problem. There's a game literally called the Trolley Problem that you play and make a bunch of decisions. So if you like trolley problems, tune in Thursday night.
Yeah.
Did you guys unlock the trolley
Probably
minigame?
asleep.
Did you guys unlock the trolley minigame?
In
Yeah, no, the trolley
what?
problem is its own thing. There's also a trolley minigame.
oh, okay. What's the trolley minigame?
You're on the trolley and you have to watch while the other person does the trolley problem.
Oh, great.
I love the jokes that are like the trolley problem says multi-track drifting.
By the way, if you guys like the trolley problem, there's a very funny Good Place episode about the trolley problem. I would highly recommend watching The Good Place in general, but that scene is very funny. We have just a few seconds left, and Hell Nah is winning by 1 point.
I'm glad people like the pull.
Are we gonna get it last minute botted and like Guilty's gonna win?
somebody. I mean, I could enable it so people could use channel points for extra votes, but I decided not to do that.
That's fair, yeah. Yeah, Yoshi, I don't think we can change like how long ago.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can.
Did somebody change their vote?
I don't think you can change your vote.
Oh no, somebody added an extra vote. Oh my God,
Yeah,
Hell Nah won by 2 points.
Hell Nah won.
I didn't know how long to make it
because
for.
I didn't get to vote.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
He's
we're gonna
not
say he
guilty,
is not a
just to be
sussy
safe.
baka.
We can call him a sussy baka next time.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, we
you
can
can
save
save
now.
You can
numbers, right?
save now.
Save.
Woohoo! So
We
it's
did it.
not
Pretty good
it's not
time.
it's not the dramatic cliffhanger like I hoped we'd end on, but
Yeah.
I thought the immediate next sentence was Francisca or somebody or whoever it is that we're waiting on. So I was like, well, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, I did say that it would be like 3 lines after.
Okay, I
the
couldn't
decision.
remember. That works.
Memory's overrated.
Whew. All
I
right.
don't have one.
Ooh,
What a
Simply,
case.
Well-
simply just
what a
stick
case.
ram sticks in your brain.
Indeed. We could have had Russian Von Karma again for like a sentence or two. I wouldn't have drawn it out very long.
Yeah, it's
'cause
a
nobody
pretty
wants to
important
listen to that.
moment, so I think it's only right for the
For-
actual
yeah.
voice of her to
And
voice
nobody
it.
wants to listen to Russian Von Karma. Well, Yoshi clearly
What-
does, but
It's not that bad.
Everyone
Give yourself
wants to
some
listen to
credit.
Russian Von Karma.
I'm not sure about that. The reaction the first time told me otherwise, but thanks.
I know it wasn't that bad. I liked it.
Thanks. Well, anyways, thanks to everybody for deciding whether or not On Guard is guilty or not. That was super fun. And thanks everybody for coming out. Hopefully next Sunday, or whenever the next time we play. Hopefully it'll be next Sunday, but we'll see. Hopefully that will be our final round for this game. We're gonna
Oh, it will
finish
be.
it. Well, who knows? Knowing us, we
Yeah.
find a way to like stretch it into another 2 episodes.
I don't know. We
but-
had pretty good timing this week. We did
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
we did really good.
True.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. So, well, we will see you guys for that next time, and then after that, we're gonna take a little bit of a break, do a meme stream, maybe do 1 or 2 other non-Phoenix related things, or Phoenix related but not game related things. And then after that, we will start the 3rd game.
I can't believe it.
Who
I am
believes it?
so excited for the 3rd game.
Me too.
Yeah. Thank you, Yoshi. You were amazing as well, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a great Monday.
Pick one of the first. It'll be the first time we
I
do a
can't
Phoenix
wait
Wright
for the
game and not the
character I get the
narrator.
voice in
the whole
case
time.
3-3.
I'm excited for my only other character in this series because he's actually one of my favorites.
Hell yeah.
I
I'm
get to
excited.
voice someone that's not Phoenix. I'm so excited.
Woo!
Not that I never want to make that seem like I'm sick of it. I'm not sick of it. I love it. It's literally middle schooler me's dream to get to voice Phoenix, but there's only so much I can do with his range.
Mhm.
No, fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
True.
Especially when I've seen a picture of the person I'm voicing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a voice. I'm
Oh,
ready.
yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, Yoshi said you'll forever be Phoenix Wright in my head. That's very sweet.
Oh,
That's so
you make me
sweet.
cry. You make me cry
Yeah,
on a
I've been
Sunday.
watching RT Games stuff again, and every time I hear him do Phoenix, I'm like, this is wrong. That's not.
Yeah.
This is
Do we
Phoenix
like that
wrong.
though?
Oh, I love Machinima. That's a Machinima series called Phoenix Raw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly thank you guys. That means the fucking as a voice actor, that means the fucking world to hear. Holy shit. I am simply a bear full of emotions right now.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys hopefully next week. Have a great rest of your day and week. Join us Thursday if you want for Cake Kiki. If not, that's cool too. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Drive safe. Don't be like Gumshoe.
Oh, God.
Oh no.